Something happened the other day. Kind of caught me off guard. Surprised me. But at the same token, I was ready. I won't name the place that this happened at. I don't want them to feel bad. But I was at a basketball game. Just before the varsity game, as I normally do, I went down to the concession stand to get myself a Dr. Pepper. I waited in line. I walked up, said, can I get a Dr. Pepper and a popcorn, please? And without any hesitation, the young girl walked over to the cooler, grabbed a bottle, set it in front of me, proceeded to get the popcorn, didn't say anything. I looked at it, thought, that's not a Dr. Pepper. I said, nah, give me something else. What did she put in front of me? None other than Mr. Pibb. You know, Mr. Pibb is not Dr. Pepper. I got back up to the stands and, where's your Dr. Pepper? You won't believe what they tried to do to me. They tried to deceive me by sliding into Mr. Pibb. They didn't say, well, we don't have Dr. Pepper, but we have Mr. Pibb. They just went to grab the Mr. Pibb. No words. I think about that, the idea of one's just as good as the other. Isn't that how Satan functions with us? In 2 Corinthians chapter 11, Paul writing here in verse 3, but I'm afraid that, as a serpent deceived Eve by his craftiness, your minds will be led astray from the simplicity and purity of devotion to Christ. He references how the serpent deceived by his craftiness Eve. If you think back to that conversation in the garden, Eve was made to think that it would be okay, that she'd be like God, that to eat of that fruit was fine, it was one and the same. Oftentimes we are given imitation things in life, and they're spun off as the real deal. Satan is a master at that, making us think that this is okay and that's okay, and this doesn't really matter to God. If you want to do that, it's fine. Folks, that's why we have to be on guard. Because he's not going to come at us and say, here it is. Just as that girl didn't hold that soda in front of me and say, here's your Mr. Pibb. She just nonchalantly set it down thinking I would grab it, pick it up, and go about my way. That's how Satan works in our life. He doesn't say, here's sin, do it. But he deceives us into thinking that what we're doing, thinking the life that we're leading is okay. And then before you know it, we've done that. Before you know it, we've opened up the Mr. Pibb and we've taken a swig and it becomes too late. I thank you for taking the time to join me today. I pray that you have a good day and that God will be glorified in all that you do today.